Hey everyone, Tim here with the West DFW REI Group. Want to give you a quick update on the buying houses subject to event coming up here in August. And I'm hoping to post a few of these videos along the way between now and August, so that give you some more idea what you're going to be getting into in this class, in this workshop. First off, if you haven't already registered, come to the West DFW REI Group, click on Calendar of Events, click on August, and then come over here to All-Day Workshop, okay? And you can see the agenda here, so I'm not going to go into much about this right now, but I did want to come back and talk a little bit about some questions that I've been receiving since we posted this. And I'm going to post a few of these videos periodically just to address some of these things on what you can expect with the event coming up in August. Okay, so I just want to cover a few of these real quick, and hopefully this will help you make a decision on getting registered and coming to the event. Just a reminder, the event's on the 8th. But you get an early bird discount of significant savings if you get registered by midnight on the 1st of August. Okay, midnight 1 August is the deadline for the discount. Okay, so in the agenda, we're going to talk a lot about marketing, and you know, I have a lot of questions about marketing and what do I do. You know, we do a lot of direct mail. And I also have numerous websites, and those things work for me. But we're going to talk about some specific things. Some people like to do door knocking. Some people like to use social media. Those things have never been a I've never been a big fan of, I should say. And it's probably because, especially with social media, it's just something that I don't do that much of. So I just want to mention that. Let's see, the next question is, a couple people asked me about how long these kind of deals take. You know, how long does it take to pre-screen folks, and how long does it take start to finish? Honestly, it's going to depend on how motivated your seller is, as well as how experienced you are on the steps, the procedures, what documents are required. Do you have your power team in place to get it closed? Are you ready to go as soon as they say yes? So these are all things that, you know, and of course some of this is going to be experience. You know, experience is going to expedite the process, but a lot of it's controlled by your seller. You know, how quick does the seller respond to you? What's their circumstances? There's just a lot of things that are out of your control. So just keep that in mind. You know, a lot of it's going to, you'll hear this answer to a lot of questions in this business. It depends. Well, it depends on a whole lot of different things. One of those things is the seller and their situation. Okay? How long does it take to analyze the deal? Well, again, this is really, you know, relying heavily on your experience. How quick are you able to review the data and make a decision, come up with an ARV on it, come up with the estimated repair costs, and so forth. So we'll get into some of that. We're going to talk about formulas and my strategy and the way I think about these things during the class. What we won't do, though, is we won't get into a lot of analysis, you know, repair estimating and stuff like that. We're trying to stay focused on the procedures for doing a subject to deal during this workshop. That's where the focus is going to be, okay? To try and give you the comfort, understanding procedures and the comfort in each of these different steps, you know, how to pre-screen, what to ask for, what to listen for, things like that. We're going to get into some detail on that. I plan to bring several examples of contracts deals that I've done. So these will be real deals. And I'm hoping you will bring real sub-2 deals to the class, and we will work those in class if you're interested. So be sure you bring those to the class. Okay. Also, when you register for this workshop, the registration confirmation email that you're going to receive immediately after you register is going to have a property information sheet in it for you to download. Okay, you need to download that and use that form. This is the form that I've been using for years. I encourage you to use that same form, and it's going to explain in detail, not explain, it's going to guide you through and show you the kinds of things that are important in a subject to deal, and things that I've found that are helpful to me as I'm doing that analysis and pre-screening sellers. So be sure you use that property information sheet for your sub-2 deals and bring those to class with you. Okay. All right. Next question here. We're going to do one more, and that'll be it for today. Let's see. Oh, exit strategies. I get a lot of questions about exit strategies. Honestly, there's a ton of exit strategies on a subject to deal, especially when you have a truly motivated seller. Now, some of your exit is going to be controlled a little bit by the circumstance, the condition of the house, the location, how much is owed. Naturally, you couldn't buy it with low to no equity and then expect to try and wholesale it. Probably is not going to work, but you can do a lot with fixer-upper, handyman kind of things, and subject to deals, and let the buyer, there's certain ways you want to structure that deal when you sell a sub-2 deal that needs some work, needs some repairs. There's a lot of ways to do that. And we'll talk a little bit about those, and we'll talk about exit strategies anyhow. But so you've got probably at least a half dozen that are just make a lot of sense on the types of exit strategies that you can use. Again, so much of it is going to depend on how motivated the seller is, and what you're going to be able to do based on their needs and their desires. You have to consider that seller's needs and desires, and a lot of it's going to depend on the house. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to say have a great Independence Day weekend. It's Friday. Enjoy your time off with family and friends. Certainly be safe out there with all the craziness going on around the country. Be safe, protect yourself, protect your family, and we'll see you back here next week. And again, just a reminder, be sure you get registered for this workshop before 1 August for the early bird discounts. And all you have to do is just click register, follow the prompts, and it'll display all the different options for you. So with that, signing off, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day.